Hello and welcome to Blood on the Clocktower. Uh, this is All the World's a Bloody Stage, which is Scott Whitesby's, or Scooter, for whatever reason, script. Um, there has been some updates to the Grimoire, and I've always been unsatisfied with the way that the roles displayed, because it always overflowed. So I took this opportunity when everything had been redesigned to work on things. And I'm not thrilled with the way this is either, but it doesn't overflow now. So this you can actually see. Um, you'll notice that there's now a gap uh, to the side here. That is because the bluff rolls go there. Because the reason that that was spilling over was because I had the screen wider so that the bluff rolls could fall down flat, but then they stood up and down, and I did have it fixed for a while, but the problem was is that it was like maxing out my GPU because I had to render uh, lots of different things to have it be vertical but then split up. Um, and it caused things to be very laggy. So now I have it up and down, and it is in between, which left an unsatisfying amount of space at the bottom. So I put the script there, which is redundant because the script is already. Oh,
Steven, your Juliet is Nathan.
is who?
Nathan.
Oh, that's wonderful. I've always loved Jason. Do I do anything, or did I just know that?
You just know that.
Okay, thank you. So, anyway, as I was saying, whatever I was saying, uh, I yeah. So basically, in an attempt to fix the thing spilling over, I reorganized everything and ended up with this huge amount of space down there. So I put the script down there, which is redundant because it's already in the description. The problem is otherwise you just end up with this big uh, space, which is also not satisfying. I don't know. Maybe I'll figure something better to do there. But for now, that's what I'm doing. The one problem with it is that when I pause the recording and then restart the recording, the thing will have kept scrolling, so it'll just like jaggedly jump. And if I was to, after the fact, edit it down, uh, it would get chops in it as well. But it is what it is. Um, anyway, I'll show you the roles, which is now extremely redundant because I now have the roles 3 times. I also redesigned this. It used to be wider, so it was more satisfying here, and there was really no way to fix that, so I just have gaps on either end now, which is fine. Uh-oh. Uh, oh.
Everyone's here, looks like.
Yeah, and if you were paying attention, I just flashed my roll to you all. Hopefully nobody was.
I didn't see anything. I wasn't looking directly at you anyway.
I was paranoid that I was going to, and then I avoided it, and then I did after I had avoided it.
Did you have a self-fulfilling prophecy, Steve? I didn't see anything, and I didn't even notice anything out the corner of my eye because you
Well,
kept.
here, I'll do it again.
No, don't do that. Unless you really don't want your role, you want Scott to just do all that all over again and restart the game.
The game, the curtain's risen. I'm dead on stage. The game has started.
Well, why'd you go die there in the middle of the stage?
Um,
Good grief! Now we got to move your body before we can start to play. What is going on? Or do we act around you? Like, what do we do?
is anyone limited to talking with their neighbors today?
Why is that a thing in
I
this
was
script?
not told that.
There's a minion who,
Yeah,
if they choose you, you can only talk to your neighbors.
we had that minion last time we played.
Oh, I see.
Which one is it?
Regan.
Reagan. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna test that theory. Stephen, want to talk?
Sure.
So I could talk to a not neighbor.
Well, you would have been told if you can't talk to anybody but your neighbor.
Right. Yeah.
So I can talk to you. I don't know if you can talk to me, but I'm assuming if you have no idea what we're talking about, that you're not under restrictions either.
That
Sound
makes
like we're
sense.
being punished.
Sarah, you want to talk?
Yeah, Candace, my room or yours?
Let's see who's at
James.
I'm up top. So
You're at the
I
top.
was just going to ask.
I'll come to yours.
Blake, do you want to talk?
Who is that?
Me.
Manny? We could...
Wonderful. This is going so well. Come on, people. Where did you go? Come on. Just stop moving. Alright, I'm done. I'm done with this game. Oh, that didn't get old at all.
We truly are star-crossed lovers, huh?
Well, I was like, finally, like, well, I'll just sit here because Jason's clearly playing Leapfrog.
That's because we're star-crossed lovers.
So what? I don't even know what our thing is. I just know that you're the other person.
We have to kill Lynn and Manny, because then we hurt the minions. So we want Lynn and Manny to die.
Okay.
You want to be the one to put them up? Because Lynn's gonna freak out if I put her up. Do you want to just put her up?
Because she'll definitely be happy if I put her up. Sure, I'll put her up. I don't care.
All right. And hopefully Manny will die overnight. If not, I'll put him up, and then we'll be together, and then it'll all be good.
This is what I've always wanted, is to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Are we good?
Yep.
All right. Thanks.
All right. We'll have to see.
That was a quick conversation.
But that would have to be a possibility if we're both telling the truth. That's the only reality that both of them, right?
Lynn, you want to talk?
Right.
I'm gonna not choose to talk for today. I talked to Guami, and I'll talk tomorrow to you, Jason.
Well then, you know that makes you more sus to be killed, right?
Not really, actually. Like, that's very
Bring it
flawed.
on.
Kwame, you want to talk?
Sure.
Yep. When we go tonight,
My room?
Yeah.
Jason, you
probably
want to talk?
15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes.
Was Jason going to talk to anybody? Or did he respond to me?
I think
Oh,
he
with
just
Guami.
went to talk to
Okay.
Guami.
I'm sus because I don't want to talk to him. Like, you can go just friggin' whatever.
Started already. Here we
Lynn,
go.
do you want to talk?
You know that's sus and you're more, we can execute you because of that. And I'm like, don't fucking do that shit with me. I'm fucking good. Jesus.
Lynn, do you want to talk?
Yeah, sure, Manny. I'll talk to you just to piss Jason off.
Come to my
Come to
room.
my room.
Oh, your room. Your room's closer.
Yep.
Wow, Candace and Sarah have been talking since the very, very beginning.
That's
Yeah,
almost
this-
as sus as Lynn.
Steven, do you want to chat?
Sure, why not?
I'll come to yours.
Okay.
Well, Blake, you want to talk?
Yo,
Hey, what's up?
I am a townswoman.
A townswoman.
Yes.
I am not.
That's very vague. So you're a townsman, or you're an outsider, or you're evil.
Or I'm a neuter. There's a couple that don't have genders.
I hear you. A couple of townsfolk who don't.
Yeah, maybe just one. I was one last time.
Yeah,
The mule or something doesn't have
bear.
a gender. The bear.
Gotcha.
I am a towns gent.
A townsman. Okay. Cool. So you aren't really affected by me either. Okay.
That's good. I take it you're not the demon then, because I would be affected by the demon.
No, I am not the demon. I'm a townswoman.
Well, that's what you said.
Okay. I'm going to try to talk to one more person. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
That's as far as you're going? Okay.
Sarah?
Yes.
Let's chat.
All right.
Come to
My room or yours? I'm sorry,
mine.
Candace. Okay.
Blake.
My Peter's room. All
I
right.
need to talk to you.
Who said that?
Why isn't it joining?
Steven said, Steven, are you stealing my neighbor? Oh, well, we share him, so I guess that's okay.
Blake,
Steven,
are you
we
coming?
talking?
Are you
My
coming?
room? My room.
Sure.
Okay.
By the way, Candace,
Are you evil?
No. I'm a townsfolk.
Man or woman?
I am a certain gender. I'm a woman. I do have a gender in this game. I'm a woman. What about you?
I am a man.
You're a male. Tells me a lot.
I don't really know what the point of that is, but I'm putting it in since people are talking about it.
It's the more popular thing to share in this script.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Do you think it's worth great loss to poison the minions for a single night?
Oh God, I don't. You can't talk in riddles with me. Just say whatever you're thinking. What does that mean?
Well, I don't want to speak anymore.
You have an ability. I don't have time. We don't have time for me to read all of these rolls.
The question is just what I said.
Think it's a good thing to poison minions. Then yes.
Okay. Well, if it all goes to shit, I'm gonna blame you.
No, it's not on me. I don't have the ability to do anything like that. So if it doesn't work, don't blame me.
I will be.
Just know what you know. So then I really don't know what you know.
well, I have info.
Oh, you're gonna have to share, I guess. But if it's somebody else's info, let them share it unless you've been asked directly to share it. That's just, I'm gonna throw that out there because
I'm not gonna exactly share it. I'm just gonna do what we need to do.
All right. So I
whoever may not be ready to share.
Nominations are open.
So I spoke to someone who told me Candace's role, and I'm gonna out her information. No, not really, but it seemed that you were against that. So.
You told my role, and you I was like, what? I was like, I haven't been specific with anybody, so I don't know what you're talking about.
All right, I'm going to nominate Lynn.
There you go, Candace. It wasn't just me who had this sauce.
Peter nominates Lynn. Peter, your reason.
She was Hamlet last game, and she said, I'm going to be evil or the demon this time because I was Hamlet last time, and I'm going to get paid back.
Well, yeah.
So I'm just assuming that is in fact the case.
In your defense?
I'm not. I'm an outsider. I think that pretty much confirms there's either a weird sister or a Tamora in the game. There's also another claimed possible outsider, and if that's the case, both are in the game. I will say, I am the puck, and I am not a good execution.
Actually, you're a really good execution man.
I am a fucking terrible execution.
No,
Jason.
you're a
Why?
good execution, 'cause I've
Five
heard
votes.
multiple
Fucking terrible.
Your 5 votes is majority. I'm gonna start the countdown now.
The script.
Wait, before we, I want to invite Guami to town before we do anything.
All right.
I want to invite Guami to town so he could vote.
Okay. Guami, do you accept going to town?
I do.
Okay.
I would also like to invite Jason to town.
You understand why, Guami?
From the other day.
You understand why, Guami, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so we're all voting on this.
Okay.
All right.
Hang on.
Well,
So,
hold
Are
on.
you
I'm not.
fucking
I'm not.
serious?
Okay, the nomination's gone.
Blake, this is what you
Alright.
agreed to.
I had to turn it off real quick because it was already starting. 5 votes.
So you
is
better vote.
majority. Countdown starts now.
Jason, we may need to wait a couple of days.
Oh, congratulations! You're executing me, which I'm an outsider.
Oh
and
God,
you're
please no.
Oh my God.
Townsfolk lose a fucking vote.
Okay, starting over. Sorry. That was gonna take all day.
What's
What I said,
happening? Is this that game where people make spells? Like
Jason, we need to wait a couple
all
of days.
votes are destined to be corrupt?
Okay, put your votes back up if you want to.
Oh
Just
my
turn the
God.
countdown here. Just for real this time.
What the heck is happening?
Why is it off so badly? This is going on.
This is what we like to call in the showbiz rising action.
That is 5 votes, which puts Lynn on the block right now. Any other nominations?
Stupid. Hey, can I prove myself? I could do this. I gave Candace a love potion last night. Execute me.
Lynn. What did I just hit?
There'll be a really easy way to confirm that.
Oh, hang on. I just turned off my custom images. Lynn's been executed, and we will go to bed.
Congratulations! Execute Jason next. Thank you.
Trying to think where I was at the day abruptly ended. Oh, yeah, yes. I do need to be careful. So I have my virtual camera up, which I need to be careful. I'm trying to think. So yeah, there, that was what I did. I was literally showing, trying to figure out what I'm doing. Dude, I'm so confused. Alright, now I can't even figure out what's happening. I think that's correct. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna head out. We're halfway to poisoning the minions for one night, which seems very silly. But oh well. Hopefully Lynn was evil.
Wami? Is.
Okay, there he's on his way. Let's see.
Okay, we have Sarah has died in the night. And Steven has died in the night.
Alright,
Who?
just kill Jason, Blake, and Guami, and we're all good.
Lynn, please don't. Yes.
Lynn.
Jason, you can eat crap. Thank you.
That's rude.
She meant that in a loving way.
I'm sure she did.
A loving way.
It was Blake's idea. I asked him what he thought, and he said that we should go ahead with it.
I said I didn't know what you're talking about.
Well, I did tell you I was going to throw you under the bus. I was honest about that.
Rooms are open.
Fair.
Anyway, I didn't.
I just don't understand why I would get votes.
Well, maybe talk to some people and you'll find out.
I did talk with people. I just didn't talk to you, so you just assumed I'm evil.
I
Thank you.
I don't
No,
know.
you assumed it.
I have an
you
idea.
always
I have an
do.
idea.
Talk to
I
other
have an
people.
idea.
You
Let's
always
all-
Go to my room for whoever wants to talk.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to my
talk
room,
other
and
people.
whoever wants to
Come
talk to me can come to my
you.
room.
I'm
And then I don't have to
going
listen
your
to anybody yell. If you're gonna yell, do not come to my room. And we wait. Nobody will come. Blake,
Yeah. We can chat.
let's do it.
My room.
Sure.
Jeff, if you're listening, you can hit, as long as you keep your camera off, you can hit the little breakout room.
So this is going well.
No, it actually was going quite poorly.
Well, I had nothing to do with it.
Well, let me just explain to you. I don't even know that it was worth doing in the first place, and it didn't even work. Anyway, I do think it would be worth confirming that Lynn was Puck, because if she was Puck, if everyone votes today, then we should be told there are 6 votes. If everyone that's alive votes. If she isn't Puck, it would be worth.
I feel.
What?
I was just gonna say. I mean, just based on her. What's the word? Animosity.
Excitement.
I feel pretty sure that excitement. I feel pretty sure that she is Puck. I don't feel like she'll be. I mean, we could do whatever we have to do to confirm, but
yeah, that's my point.
Like,
Well, literally, if we go to execute somebody and everyone votes, well, everyone that's alive, and we're told that 6 votes were counted, then that confirms 100%, and there's no doubt. Anyway,
okay.
I can tell you that I am Romeo because I'm dead, and that means that I am told who Juliet is, and I know that that player is good. And I was killing Lynn with the attempt to be sitting next to them. Because if that happened, then all the minions would be poisoned for 1 turn. I don't actually know that it's worth killing multiple people to accomplish that, but that's like what my role does. So, hey, let's go for it.
Yeah. I don't know if it was at this point.
Well, it wasn't accomplished because I died
this could
before.
be a long. Well, but maybe you've kind of done what you needed to do. I don't know.
Well, no, but my point is I died, and I wasn't sitting next to Juliet, so neither me nor Juliet have an ability, and we didn't poison the minion, so I've not...
Okay, well, I have my eye on a player this game. I'm not saying I'm 100% here.
It's a little weird that I gave you all of my information, and you didn't even tell me anything.
I told you I was female yesterday.
And that's as far as it goes? After I give you my role?
Goes.
After I give you my role and die at night?
It's pretty... Well, that was pretty obvious what happened with you, but it is...
How is it obvious what happened with me?
I would say it is more... Because we had 2 deaths. And so to me, the most obvious reason for...
was Puck. I didn't realize 2 people died.
You and Sarah died.
So you think... Well, why... Okay, so why is it that you think 2 people died?
He said Sarah has died. Steven has died.
Yeah, but you said it. You said that it's obvious why that happened, and it's not obvious to me. So fill me in.
Well, because if I'm going down the roll list, you start knowing the day you end up being living neighbors. If either are killed or executed, Romeo first, then Juliet dies the following night.
Yeah, so that obviously is not the case because I killed Lynn.
The reverse if it's Juliet.
Well, I killed Lynn so that I could be sitting next to Juliet, which obviously you would have been the person, not Lynn, if Sarah was my Juliet.
Okay. See, I was thinking if Sarah was Juliet, you were claiming Romeo. That would be the reason for 2 deaths.
That is not correct.
Okay. Well, I will tell you this. I am what I thought I was may not be true. I thought I was Titania. But if you are actually dead,
Oh, I actually, yeah, that's a thing.
e-
People register as dead and are not dead. That is a thing. I forgot about that.
so if you are actually dead, I could be this drunk character, but you might not be dead. There's Falstaff who is drunk
Any
and thinks they're
alive
townsfolk.
male neighbor that is aligned good cannot die. Well, either that or you're evil. if you are
I'm
that
not
role.
I am Titania. And that's why I didn't want to say anything. 'Cause to me, that's one of the strongest roles in the game that doesn't really have to do anything, but in theory gets to keep their people alive. So it makes me think you are not dead, but if there are
Or Scott screwed it up because the other day he made some pretty huge blunders.
or that. I mean, there's a lot going on in this game, but that's all I can tell you. I would at this point, I don't know if Candace is male or female. If she is male and she dies, then I am clearly not Titania.
All right. Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Oh, my Zoom keeps going into full screen. Every time I open it, I can't see nothing else.
So I have a quick announcement. If you didn't update your thing and it doesn't show that outsider count can be manipulated, I will just let you know that the Weird Sisters adds +1 or -1 outsider, and Tamara adds +1 outsider.
Yep, we know.
As I explained in the first day.
We know, Lynn. Jason nominates Jason. That's how evil I am. Anyway, Jason nominates Jason.
Jason is nominating Jason.
I'm Juliet. Romeo's dead. I'm gonna die anyway overnight, so we don't want 2 deaths, so just kill me now. Done. That's why we killed you, Lynn, because you were between Romeo and Juliet. You get it now? So kill me.
Do you know how bad of a kill I am, Jason?
You're
A freaking
not.
good
You're
player
not.
loses their vote.
You're not. We were trying to stop the
A
minions.
good
from
player
happening.
loses their fucking vote. You don't get it.
Lynn, I nominated myself. It's okay.
You don't get it.
Jason nominates Jason.
Why are we killing good people?
I don't know.
Why
Nothing
not?
makes any
But I'm
sense.
gonna die anyway.
Like, can we
Steven.
wait to see if anybody has any suspicion?
Also,
Peter, I'm gonna die anyway. Read Romeo and Juliet. I'm gonna die.
Why not kill Guami, who's teaming, which could be evil? Like you're gonna kill me, the puck, which is more volatile than killing Guami.
Hang on,
Really?
everyone. Hang on.
Wait.
I do have pertinent information if we get to that far.
Steven, you can do your information.
When we do kill today, it would be nice if we all of the living players voted so that we could be confirmed that there are 6 votes, which would then 100%
Yeah.
cement that Lynn was the puck.
Yeah. Well, she's cemented as the puck because
She is cemented as the
died
puck.
when she admitted that she gave me the potion. There were no more nominations.
Yeah, Scott didn't say, are there any more nominations?
She-
or just
she
Lynn's
was
on the
a-
block.
She
So
was
she is the
executed.
puck. So not
Yeah,
all
she's
good
the
should
puck.
vote here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, for the
About
record,
like half of good should vote.
No, everyone should vote so we know who had the
No.
zero.
If everybody votes, we're not going to know who has 0 votes.
It turns
well,
out
also I
tomorrow
think
I'm
that
playing
can
with
He has to
shift.
count it, Manny. He has to count it, and he has to say 1, 2.
No, I don't do it that way.
No, he doesn't.
I don't do it that way.
He does what he wants. Look at his glasses, you can tell. The ones in the image, not.
Anyway, I'm gonna die tonight regardless, so you might as well kill me now, so we don't.
Starting the
Why
countdown.
not kill an evil player?
I'd
Makes
rather
no
kill an
sense.
We
evil
don't know
Yeah.
people.
And doesn't
Nope.
I'm just putting my vote up. to
Jason
see.
Your
dying now
logic
doesn't mean
confounds me.
another player won't die tonight? Or am I reading
I mean,
that
yeah, I
wrong?
mean, if somebody's gonna die, they're gonna die anyway. If that's the case, we could just go to bed. But Like
I'm
we don't
separate
have
from
to
the
do
demon
Right.
kill. Read my ability. I'm separate from the demon kill.
Why
Right.
didn't someone nominate Blake? I'm surprised he even voted on me. He's got to be evil.
Okay, hold on. Let's see what he says.
I'm not
No.
evil, and I voted on you,
Hold
You
Lynn.
on.
can
What?
nominate me.
Two
And I'll
votes
just
is not enough.
He said two
How
is
many
not enough.
votes?
2 is not enough.
Two is not enough. Okay. All right. So
and I'll
technically,
explain why.
hey, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I was just gonna explain to Lynn why I voted because I had a whisper of someone who said we all need to vote on this. Everybody needs to vote on this for reasons.
Who said that?
Well,
Romeo and Juliet said that because you were in the way. That's what we keep trying to tell you, Lynn. There was Romeo
Why
and
didn't y'all
Juliet.
just tell
Yeah,
her?
but
Wait,
I'm not
hey.
a good kill. You don't
I
understand.
tried to talk to Lynn on the first turn, and she said, "I'm not talking to you no matter
Could,
what."
could
I
we,
tried to talk to her.
could we
She
Hey,
just-
calm
everyone,
down?
calm
Somebody
down.
like to
Calm
say,
down, please.
Yes,
the
thank you.
air.
So
Clear
I
the
have
air. This is
a
my
comment.
fake sage. I'm burning. Clear the air. Yep. That's it, Guami. Let's just clear the everybody line their chakras. Let the
Stephen,
Holy
did you want to
Spirit
say
come
something?
through and
Well,
you know,
I did, but I forgot what it was. There's so much chaos.
Okay.
Everybody
Okay,
take 3 deep breaths.
Let Stephen talk.
Well,
please.
if I could regain my thoughts, I actually don't have thoughts at the moment. I did have a thought. Hopefully, it comes to me again.
Oh, tell me my star-crossed lover. Tell me your thoughts.
Well, first of all, Jason, I don't think it was wise to out yourself as Juliet because the demon could have killed you at night, but they obviously won't now.
They weren't gonna anyway because I was sus because of Lynn, so they weren't gonna kill me.
Oh my god.
The demon
Does
has
anyone have any
mind.
potential demon suspicions who I might
Oh.
choose?
Sorry.
Yourself, Guami.
I do have a
Myself.
storyteller question.
Yes.
If a person that is registering as dead votes, they do not lose their ghost vote?
If they're just registering, they would not lose their ghost vote. If they are actually dead, they would lose their ghost vote.
Don't risk it. Don't risk it.
Oh, Stephen nominate Manny, and if it goes through, we kill Manny and we get.
No, he took
No,
that
already
away.
said
I can't nominate anymore.
you can't nominate anybody if you look dead.
Oh, that's a good
Alright.
point. Maybe we shouldn't kill Jason. Maybe I'm not dead.
That part too.
Oh.
That part too.
It's a
'cause
good
we
it's a
could-
good thing Jason didn't get what he wanted.
right.
And now he's
So-
gonna get executed. And I'm gonna
would
die.
say that we could do a couple of like how many is needed to put somebody on the block?
3.
Right now? 3?
4.
4? Okay, so we could do some clusters to kind of get an idea of whose vote was taken.
Just so you know, I believe
Okay.
that is going to be for the rest of the game, even if we kill the person that lost their vote. If you read the
I
thing.
mean, we don't need to kill the person that lost their vote, but we would know.
Yeah, well, at least we'll
Like,
know so we can stack
Right.
up the right number
so-
of votes.
Yeah.
I'll nominate Blake.
Peter has nominated Blake. Peter, your
So-
reason.
Just
Blake was one of the people who voted on Lynn.
You were too.
I know. But I'm good at nominating someone who I think might not be.
Blake, your defense.
yeah. Best case, I am not a helpful townsfolk. Worst case, I'm a less helpful townsfolk. You should not kill me because I am a townsfolk. I've shared my role with one player. Again, I voted for Lynn because it seemed like the strategy we were going for as a town, not because I necessarily suspected her as a demon. You can kill me, but you're just killing a townsfolk, so I wouldn't do it. I think if I am who I think I am way more useful alive than dead.
Pertinent info, Peter. If there's anyone nominated Lynn who's sus, it's you. Because Stephen told Blake to vote, I told Guami to vote, and we were Romeo and Juliet. So if anyone's going to nominate because they voted for Lynn, then you're the most sus of that, which is
Then
not
go
a good
for
reason
it.
to nominate anyway.
Hey.
That's not a good reason to
Why
nominate
isn't anyone
Peter.
nominating Guami? Can you tell me?
I'm not evil.
Prove it.
Oh, by the way, there must be like an Iago in play because I am no longer Timon. I was made mad yesterday.
Starting the countdown.
We're supposed to be doing clusters to see who lost their vote. We got so off track.
Yeah,
So we're actually putting him on the block.
Not a good
So-
kill. You can put me on the block, but
So that explains the second kill then, right?
3 votes is not enough.
He said
Three
three.
votes?
Okay.
3.
He said
Oh,
three.
there.
He said three.
Okay.
It doesn't.
All
That
right.
would not be dead. We might have a Richard, and then maybe a
Oh.
weird sister. There's a couple of scenarios that we could try to map out.
I have an
So,
idea.
right.
Somebody else nominate somebody to
So,
get.
somebody
a
should
few-
nominate Manny.
Why?
Well, because
Just
I might be alive, and if I'm alive, then we would get our thing.
You would get your thing.
We would be star-crossed lovers. The same thing that I've said for like the last 5 minutes.
I'll nominate.
It's
Guam.
already out there.
Manny is nominating Guami. Manny, your reason?
Second outsider claim. If he's really Timon, it's a good kill. If he's really mad about something else, it's a good kill.
Guami, your defense?
I am not Timon. I was made mad the first day, and luckily not made mad today. I am townsfolk.
Starting the vote with James, and 4 votes are needed.
James, did you vote at all today?
He doesn't vote
Not
on
yet.
anything.
Not yet.
Okay.
And no one, and you're not voting either. Like, no one's voting.
It's the
I
same
voted.
3 that voted
I'm
last
voting.
time.
And Jason voted before. It's. I think they're different.
3 votes is not enough.
3 votes is
Still
not.
3?
James, you might be the one that doesn't have a vote.
It's James. Yeah.
But didn't 4
Or
people vote?
Sarah
Hold on,
or
didn't 4
Steven if
people
they
vote
don't
on
vote.
Blake,
They're
but
not
only
dead.
3 counted?
It got put. Somebody
No.
put vote. Yeah.
Steven,
somebody
Steven
put
pulling his vote.
Even pulled.
Okay. Okay.
Um,
Sorry.
I just want to
But
vote.
he
I
was
don't want
dead.
to execute.
to confirm.
Okay. I'm going to
Alright.
nominate Peter.
James is nominating Peter.
I am King Lear. I've found one of my children. Peter is one of my children, and there's a 2 in 3 chance that he's evil.
Oh.
Peter, your defense?
I can take a shot at a potential demon tonight, so I would rather not die until I get to take that shot.
And we're going to start the countdown.
Can someone just vote on something for once? Thank you.
Are we? Y'all really going?
Steven, put your hand up just to see if it counts.
No. Why would he try to
Why
do that?
would-
Dead vote.
Why would?
Why would you do that?
Oh
Why
my
would you tell
God.
him to do that?
Like, how
wanna
dumb
see
is
if
I
that?
have to do what Jason says.
But
He's
then
my
how
lover.
is
Better
this
ways to
vote?
see if he's alive.
We can't
But
tell
that's
him
okay.
anymore because he can't nominate like in the last team.
Five
Okay,
votes-
let him.
Dead, he'll come back alive.
5 votes are enough.
Tell him to waste his dead
Wait.
vote.
How many?
No,
5?
because Scott changed the script from last time. Last time he said
Five?
vote and be back.
Okay, so what we've just done is we're executing a good person, and another good person has lost their dead vote. Like,
There were
that's
5
about the
votes,
worst
so we
case
didn't
scenario.
use his dead vote.
I have very pertinent
Oh,
information.
five. Okay. Okay. Well,
Blake
It
has
was
claimed.
not Puck.
I have very
Who
pertinent
is-
information. Blake has claimed to be to Tina, which means that I can't die if I'm a good male, which I am. So he's evil.
but dying and
No.
appearing dead are two different things.
We've
Why
already not
didn't you
voted
say
on it.
that before we
Why-
nominated Blake?
Because we already nominated. Well,
You're
here's
not
here.
dead, Steven. You're just fake dead.
No, I lost my ghost
He
vote.
lost his ghost vote, Jason.
Any
But
other
you got 5
nominations?
votes. He said 5 votes, which means that you're not dead.
No,
You're
it
not
doesn't.
dead.
And
No,
people-
No,
he-
people
Jason,
have lost
dead
his
people
ghost
can
vote.
vote.
Jason, wake up.
Thinking about it weirdly.
Okay, so
No.
listen. The thing is that Blake claimed that he was a role that if he was, I wouldn't have died. The fact that I died means that he's not that.
Fresco does.
Any other nominations?
Also, Lynn's not Puck because
I am 100% the Puck.
Wow,
Guys,
I feel like we ought to just go back and go to bed tonight. Like this is a real
Lynn
nightmare.
had-
Nominations.
Who got the 0 vote, Candace?
7.
Everyone
Can we
voted.
tie and just go to bed without executing another
4.
good person, please? Can
Yeah,
someone
somebody.
nominate
Somebody.
someone else?
I nominate myself. Come on. How many votes are needed so we can tie?
5 to
Stupid.
tie.
Can we actually follow through with logic with these nominations, like, because that interferes with us actually going through the game, logically progressing through it, figuring out what's going on. That's why we play this game. So
Candace,
can we actually play it? That's my defense and my accusation. Just,
nominating yourself.
just
5
get me to
votes,
play the game
guys.
right.
Anything less puts Peter on the block. 6 votes puts Candace on the block. Starting.
We
Okay.
need 5 good votes here.
Okay, here. Can we get 2 more, please?
Okay, so Guami's not
Oh,
good.
no.
Everyone's evil.
I
Jason,
missed it.
oh my goodness.
Jason.
Jason's not good. This is so
Blake,
stupid.
please vote.
Blake?
He is evil, I'm telling you.
What am I
Like
supposed to
the
do?
You were
hell,
supposed to
dog?
vote!
I'm not evil.
What?
Not
That's
enough.
so evil. Y'all just let the town hang him.
Can
And
we
then the
nominate?
town for
Can
it.
someone nominate Manny? Can someone nominate Manny?
Oh my God.
Two,
Manny's
Oh my
good though.
0.
Right, but we need
It
to
doesn't
tie the
matter.
vote.
And
The vote needs to be-
Like
that
we're
the evil
listening to
team is
someone
not
who
gonna
thinks
do
Lynn
it.
isn't Puck.
Candace has
Give
been
me a break.
executed.
Why?
What?
Oh.
Candace has been executed.
But
Why?
you broke madness in some way, obviously. So Iago's still in play.
I
Shit.
can't see how Good's gonna win this if there is a Tamora in play and
Oh,
that evil townsfolk. I can't see
Good
is
God.
winning.
And see,
Go
when
to
you got the
bed.
town acting like that, see, I like being evil when the town acts
It's
like
not
that. All
tomorrow.
you gotta do is sit back and just watch it happen.
Yeah, I'm a little
Is it just
disappointed
Weird
that I'm not
Sister?
evil.
If it's just Weird Sister, then Guami's evil 100%.
Guami, are you a weird sister?
Are there any
100%.
evil townsfolk in this? Because
Oh,
I'm hoping I'm
okay,
evil
I'm so
Romeo.
pissed. I'm going to bed. I'm
He's
so pissed.
100% evil.
Oh,
Anyway.
I regret that I have but 1 dead vote to waste.
I don't think you're dead.
I lost my vote, dude. I am dead.
Oh my
I
god.
don't think so.
All right.
11 people. Yeah. Okay, so in the night, Jason has died, and Manny has died.
Of course, the game's over. Let's go.
Well, very likely.
Game
Can
is
anyone explain
not
how Candace died yesterday?
I'll tell you
But
what I
someone
did.
broke madness.
So I say I made a statement of, are we just gonna let the town kill Hamlet, or let the evil people kill Hamlet? So I think that somebody was possibly made mad yesterday about being Hamlet, and whoever was made mad didn't speak up. But I think it was triggered by Iago.
Anyway,
Was somebody mad yesterday?
So that would make you the most important player to our team.
anyway, we lost. I wanted to kill myself for this exact reason, so we didn't have multiple deaths, but no one listened last time. Because I was told I was evil, so what do we do now?
We keep going because it's a Richard III game.
Yep. So
I
I'll
think
tell you straight
Guami's the
out.
demon.
So I'm going to say this just for learning purposes. Do you remember, Jason, when everybody was like, "Oh, well, Lynn is claiming outsider," and then of course Guami was claiming Timon, and I was like, "Just wait a couple of days," because I told Sarah that I was an outsider. I'm Prince Hal, so today I would have been able to start picking people off and as minions.
Okay, well, it's not a Richard III game yet, because no one came back alive.
Unless he chose the same person to appear dead. I was
Yeah.
going to ask about that because it says if it's a Richard game, it says at dusk they come back alive and they're poisoned until the following dusk. Would you say that they're alive before we go to bed?
Would I say you would find out? You'd find out the next day.
You'd find out the next day. So, but technically, Richard could keep choosing the same person to appear dead, correct?
Or they could kill the person they just made appear
That,
dead.
or they could kill the person, they like a delayed type puka, actually killing them the following day type thing. Yeah, which
Rooms
that
are.
would be smart.
This is
Um,
probably the last
So
day.
Peter survived execution. Is that how that is?
I still don't see how Candace died.
I think there's an Iago.
Iago, the same thing that
Iago. Yeah,
No, I
Protal would be a
understand that.
very important character.
Yeah, because I would have been the one that would have been able to choose. Like if I want to say,
Yep.
I'm so and so, they would down spot.
I'm still confused how no one had a 0 vote last time.
Yeah, that was weird
Because it
too.
was Sarah. Sarah appeared dead and never voted. Sarah's got the
that
0
makes
vote.
sense.
He gives the 0 vote
To a good player.
before the kill happens at night. They just have to fix it.
So Sarah, do you want to vote and just see if you're 0? I mean, it doesn't matter at this point.
She's not. She's not
she's
doing
well,
that. She's not doing that.
No.
I don't think we should make people do that because we don't know for sure if they did.
Peter, do you want to talk?
That's not wise.
I'm puzzled.
Blake, you want to talk?
Peter,
We can
let's
chat.
talk real quick. I've got something.
Okay.
Steven,
What up?
I know how this looks.
Oh, dude, the two males died next to you.
I told you there was a possibility that I was this drunk character, Falstaff. And that, I mean, all I know is my circle says Titiania with a blue thumbs up. And
You
so,
think you are a townsfolk until chosen 3 times at night. At that point, you become sober and a townsfolk that chose you, if any.
I am still Titiana. He has not come to me at night. I have not learned anything new.
Well, let's put it this way. I hope for your sake that you're lying and you are evil. Because
No,
evil
it's
is
good. I
going to
think
win this game.
Listen. I think I'm sure I'll be executed because I look super sus, or I don't know. But I'm on Peter. I think he tried to get me killed for saying I voted for Lynn when that seemed like the thing we were doing. So,
Well, it is what Jason wanted to do. I actually didn't have the foggiest idea. It seemed kind of stupid to me because literally it's like kill 2 people, likely townsfolk, and then for 1 night the minions are poisoned. Like who even gives a crap?
yeah, unfortunately this town completely self-destructed with the Jason Lynn drama.
It's a good thing you got to be evil because you'll win.
I'm not evil. I'm gonna lose, and there was nothing I could do about it because it was completely off the tracks on this game.
Yeah, things went extremely poorly.
Yeah.
Well, literally, okay.
But
Here's
that's
the deal.
I think we
You
think
think
we
what?
can still win if we kill Peter.
You think so?
I think he's the demon.
And are you gonna think that after the game is over when you're laughing at me and saying, "Ha, I fooled you"?
I'm not gonna be laughing at you. I'm gonna be very disappointed if we lose and we find out Peter's a demon and we had 1 shot.
I'm very disappointed in you right now for this conversation.
I don't know why.
Because you're lying to me.
I'm not lying to you, Steven. I'm Tatiana, or I was.
Well, it doesn't even really matter what I think because I'm dead and I don't have a ghost vote. And you're not Titiana.
Well, I guess I'm not. I guess I'm just a drunk, whatever.
Or evil. Are you the demon? Because that would be a terrible demon bluff. Hello?
They whisper to, if they died, the person who they pick should also die. So if Puck picked a player and the first person they whispered to died, then Puck should die.
No,
is that correct? Or then the person they gave the potion to should die.
Yep.
Yeah. So basically that.
Okay.
Because.
Okay. Well then, okay.
Puck X.
Well, that's good to know.
When Puck died, did that ability die with it?
Yes.
Okay.
So that wouldn't trigger if Puck died? The other player wouldn't die?
It would not trigger.
What's that?
The part that does trigger is the 0 votes for the rest of the game thing. I do have a question about that too.
Okay.
Is that a specific person, or does that mean that a good living player will not have a vote for the rest of the game, and it's not a specific person, like
It is
just
a specific person that I choose.
okay?
Okay.
I need to write in all this script because there's too much stuff. I can't put it all down. I already put enough down in the rolls.
Uh-huh.
Well, the way it is now, there's a whole blank page because I have 3 pages, and you're wasting a whole blank half a page that you could be utilizing.
Yeah. That was just for looks.
Have more compound run-on sentences.
I'm going to close it.
Oh my god.
Two-minute Peter.
That was his high school nickname.
Wow.
Ouch.
I love it.
Oh, that's terrible.
Ross. Can we restart, please?
The game has gone unusually poorly.
You think?
Yeah.
It all
I don't
started
even know what to
when
do.
Scott told me that Jason was my lover.
We had a plan. We had a plan for
Star-crossed
about
lovers
half
at
a day.
Yahoo. It's
For about half a day, we had a plan, and then I was going to kill myself yesterday because I knew that you were dead.
I think
I
you
was like,
became evil. I think you voted. You
you weren't the demon kill last night anyway, Jason. So it's okay.
did he
No,
become
I
the demon?
wasn't. I was
No, he
Romeo and
wasn't.
Juliet,
For him
man.
to get back.
I was Romeo and Juliet. I died at night, like I said I
I know.
would, which is why I tried to kill myself and I nominated myself.
It's okay because
But-
Sarah died.
Blake, are you doing me dirty?
No.
Lynn, are you here?
Yeah,
Do you
you-
believe?
Anybody want to claim a role that they didn't claim yesterday?
So I think Blake is doing us dirty.
Absolutely not.
Lynn, do you believe him?
100% not the demon.
So here's
I am neither.
I came out yesterday as King Lear, but my information last night was pretty helpful. So just on night 0, I picked Peter and Lynn, and I got a yes. On night 1, I picked Peter and Guami because I wanted to check to see which person my yes came from, and I got a yes. So that's why I thought Peter was one of my children. Again, 2 of my 3 children are evil, so it was a better chance. That's why I nominated Peter yesterday. But if the working theory on why Candace died, I believe potentially confirms Peter as good, which means that my other 2 children are likely evil. And I checked Manny and Blake last night, and I got a yes. So either Manny somehow died at night as an evil player, or Blake is the evil ping.
And with that, we're going to open up nominations.
I would just like to point out.
I'm going under the theory that somehow Candace died because she was the most important person to her team because of the
No.
Iago, and that if that was Peter that was mad, then that confirms that he was good, which means he's on the same team as Candace.
Prince Hal would be a good, most important role to your team.
That's where my brain is at on this. Is for basically, I believe Peter is good, and so anyway, so he can't be my evil child.
I'm not a minion.
I'd
Oh,
like
but
to
you
know, but
I like to think that's how Candace died as well, but I did not break madness yesterday. I was made mad to be Hamlet, and I couldn't have been more Hamlet yesterday.
Okay. Oh, so that's what it was. And that is what it was.
But I was Hamlet the whole day.
But you didn't hear me say, "Oh, so we're just gonna let the town kill Hamlet."
And I kept saying, we're really going to execute me, who can start taking shots at people at night. And I said, I'm going to take a shot at night. Does anyone know who the demon candidate is? I said it all day. I didn't break. So if that was a storyteller decision, then I play the remainder of the game under protest.
Peter, if you're mad, if you're
Okay,
mad,
well,
you
I'd
get
like to come out
say-
with my information now.
Sorry?
I think there's enough here to
Yeah.
lay this out. I'm Hamlet. I got to use my ability last night, so I'm alive. Which leads me to believe Sarah died last night. And Jason was just killed from being Romeo, which makes him Juliet for sure. I picked Blake last night, which leads me to believe that he's a Iago, which is why no one is claiming anything else weird. And I don't see how there's an evil townsfolk in play with all of that information, which leads me to believe it's James as Richard III. So that's what I got.
So it's been restructured, Hamlet. I'm just reading it, trying to read it.
You're dead. You can't be alive because you already
So-
said 2 picks. You can't be.
But I
Hamlet.
used my ability at the end of the night.
Then you're dead. You're not fake dead. You're dead. Read Hamlet.
Alive. Hamlet goes last.
When you use your ability twice, if you don't get the demon, you die.
I've only used it once.
Oh,
Only
Hamlet's a
on
lot
Blake?
weaker now.
Only on Blake.
Any nominations? Any
Yeah, my grimoire's out of date, so I don't know if the
2 times attack.
If it is Richard III and we don't kill him, the game's over. Correct.
It's definitely Richard III. It's not necessarily over. Well, I don't know what's going to happen with someone appearing dead on the last night.
The game won't be over, so hey, might as well kill him.
But
Might as well put Blake up and we'll kill him.
Yeah, I'll nominate Blake.
Shouldn't kill me. I
It's
think this
not
will be
Blake.
game over. I think this will
It's
be game
not-
over.
It's not Blake. Can't be Blake.
James is nominated.
I am not. Sorry.
James, your accusation?
My information confirms Blake is evil. I cannot tell if he's the demon or a minion, though. That's the only issue. So I've already explained it to everybody, but so nothing else to add on that.
Okay.
I think
Your
that we
defense?
should. Oh,
I am not a demon or a minion. I thought I was Titania. Apparently, I am not, which means I have to be Falstaff, which was a drunk outsider. Either way, you are not killing. Yes, Steven.
no, I'm waiting for you. I just want it to be before we vote that I get pertinent information.
Yeah, you shouldn't vote to kill me because I'm not evil.
Okay, Steven.
That's it.
I do not think it's Blake. I think that Blake is very likely evil, but I believe he would be a minion. I do not think we should kill him.
If we kill a minion today, we lose, right?
Yep, I think so. Because
Yeah.
we're at 4. We possibly are at 5 if there's somebody registering as
Blake
demon.
is for sure not the demon.
I don't think he's the demon either.
All right.
Except we do possibly have 6 evil people.
Oh, fuck.
6 evil
How do we
people.
get 6? How you get
What?
6, Steven?
If King Lear is legit, then there's an evil townsfolk. Timon could have converted an additional person to be evil.
Yeah, but Timon's
I don't
not
think
in the
there's
game.
any
He
outsiders.
wasn't
Well, other
Timon.
than
He
Lynn.
was made mad about
One
being
vote
Timon.
is not enough.
I think we should kill James.
I nominate James.
Peter nominates James. Peter, your reason.
I think James has just been leading me down the garden path this whole game. He's someone I've whispered to every day. Yeah.
Sorry.
I think that's James trying to control the game through one alive good player.
James, your defense.
I am the King Lear. I've been open about that since yesterday, and then the day before I shared that with Peter. I was reserved about giving too much information with him on day 1 because I didn't want to fall down the trap of spilling my guts and getting screwed over it. I've shared with the information I have. I confirm I believe Blake as evil, but I don't know if it's a demon, and I didn't vote for Blake because if you guys were confirming he wasn't the demon, I didn't want to put him on the block and then us get screwed.
Okay. Gonna start the countdown.
Blake and Guami's hands going up are making me think it's Guami.
No, I don't.
Not me.
Bobby or him.
Listen,
I don't care. I vote on it. I don't give a shit.
I don't even
I
think
know
it
I'm
matters.
good.
I don't think there's a chance for us to win. Well, I think more good people should vote because oh my word, oh my word.
There it is.
Yep. Okay.
That's why you needed to vote, Peter.
So evil. So evil.
Puts
So
James
damn
on the
evil.
block. Any other nominations?
Fuck.
I nominate Peter.
Guami,
What you
Man,
do?
this is panic.
I think it is Peter. I think it is Peter.
Oh, by the way,
It is.
It's not Peter.
I do think it is.
What I
What
do
do you
have it
mean?
narrowed down to
Everyone
is
be
not
quiet.
Oh my
Peter.
god, Blake, I don't know how you could say that with a straight
Everyone be
fucking
quiet for a second. Guami,
No.
your accusation.
I think Peter's a demon.
He
I
is.
think James is
Could you
a
give
demon.
more reasons than just that stupid statement?
Peter, your defense.
I am Beatrice. Yesterday, I was made mad to be Hamlet. I thought I portrayed Hamlet the whole day, but somehow Scott didn't believe that I was Hamlet. Therefore, that's why Candace died. So I think I'm the only good confirmed player who's alive. I think everyone else is evil. So this is bad. But there's going to get 3 votes on me because 3 of them are alive and
Evil.
We're gonna start the countdown.
everyone else is evil.
The runaway train.
I think this is the only chance for the town to win.
Mm-hmm.
We're voting on the
Blake.
demon. We're voting on the demon.
Sure, Blake.
Hands up for the demon.
All
Hands up.
right.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Guami, you're tying it.
Yeah, there's the 3.
No.
Yeah, I
it's,
knew. I
Yeah.
knew.
It's Peter.
It's not
I'm
Peter.
I'm willing to.
Anyone else want to nominate?
I'm good.
You know what?
This
Five,
game's on Jason.
4,
Oh, it's not, Lynn.
I think town just
That's
won.
hard to do.
1. Peter's been executed, and the evil team has.
That's hard to do.
Yeah, Blake,
Yeah.
Guami, and
What?
James.
And
Stack.
what? The
Yeah.
town's under better
Like that was the
management.
fakest one I've
with
ever
us
seen in
anyway.
my life.
This is awful.
I will
It's
go
better
over
to be evil.
everything. You guys
Oh
got
my.
a lot. You figured stuff out, but again, kind of for the wrong reasons. Kind of what we've been going through the last handful of games. So James was the demon. He was Lady Macbeth. Every pick he chose, his minions dissented, or at least one of them did, and chose someone else to die instead. So Peter was Beatrice, and the only person he protected was Jason as Juliet from any evil stuff other than death, because he was seated next to Beatrice, good female character, or a good female character seated next to another female character. Jason and Stephen were the star-crossed lovers of Romeo and Juliet. Jason died in the night the following night because Romeo takes the kill first for Juliet, but she dies the next night. Manny was Hamlet. I did make a mistake and go to him at night, I'm guessing. I didn't even realize I did that. Because he shouldn't have been able to pick Blake, but he did pick Blake, but it didn't matter. Lynn was Puck. The first night she picked Candace and poisoned Candace, who then whispered to Sarah, but Sarah didn't die, so, and then Lynn died anyway, so the would have been wiped anyway, so that never went off. Blake was the weird sister. The first night he picked Manny and Jason, but it didn't matter with Jason because Jason already was protected from any evil stuff. The other 2 nights, Blake dissented and changed the kills around. And so night 1, James picked, I forgot what happened. There was something funny night 1 where James picked someone. Oh, he picked Steven, I think.
I thought he picked Jason night 1.
Oh yeah, he picked Jason night 1.
I picked Jason night 1.
Yep, which bounced it to Steven because Romeo can't
No.
die before. But then then Blake dissented and changed it to Sarah, so that's why Sarah died.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Candace was Prince Hal. The reason Candace died was I never heard her say that she was an outsider of any sort publicly in the town. So if you did, I'm sorry, but I was trying to listen and I didn't hear anything. Sarah died right away as Portia. Guami was Iago. He made himself mad the first night, made Peter mad the second night. He dissented the third night. And both Manny and Blake dissented and changed it to Hamlet, to Manny from whoever James picked. I forgot who he picked. Peter, I think.
Yeah.
Yep. And that was the game. And Candace, if you did say it, I'm sorry. I just didn't hear you. And I was trying to.
Perfectly fair moderator kill. Perfectly fair.
You sat in there for
So
5
how
minutes
did
with me and
how
Sarah.
did 2 people die that
It wasn't
first night?
public though, because no one else knew. If one,
Yeah, the first night I used my abilities to do an extra kill, so I poisoned Blake and killed an extra person, and I chose Steven.
Oh,
Just
okay.
randomly.
Once per
Yeah.
game at night, you can poison a fellow minion.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
Remember,
As
that's
a
what I
second-
remember.
okay.
I said something about that, man. Yeah, I was like, I couldn't see it on the thing, but I was like, I thought this was the script that we played it because Iago was a minion in the last time we played.
No, Iago wasn't a minion. It was. Oh wait, was it? I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I think so.
First time was it? I thought it was.
First time.
Might have been.
Not every
Yeah.
time I'm supposed to be mad, you kill me. Every
How did 2 people die then?
every time, Scott.
The first
every
night?
time.
Yeah.
Because of Iago's ability.
Iago poisoned Blake. That's what happened. Iago poisoned Blake so he could make a second kill.
Okay, so
And
who was
then-
the first kill and who killed them?
They redirected my demon kill to Sarah.
Sarah. And then
And
Iago
then
is to kill Steven.
But if Blake is poisoned, he can still dissent and cause a second kill?
Because that's not his
No.
ability.
it's
That's-
not a power. Yeah.
That's
So
Lady.
It's my power
ironically-
that does that. My power gives him that
Right.
ability.
You want to hear something ironic? I wanted to talk to Lynn in the first turn to see if she was okay with dying because of Romeo and Juliet. So instead, when Lynn went to talk to me, I talked to Guame and go, we have to kill Lynn because me and Stephen are Romeo and Juliet.
So Jason,
Don't blame me for the game.
I have to throw this out
He's
there
not
because
blaming
you
you,
had
Lynn.
Puck
Everybody
and
has to
Hamlet
calm
in between
down.
you,
Like, this is not
and
cool.
I had the crown.
Mm.
Which I
Killing
forgot.
both of us
It
would have been
didn't matter.
infinitely more detrimental
Jesus.
than getting your one poisoning of the minion.
Yeah, I will say
no
our
idea.
ability is it's two townsfolk for like
Alright.
probably the stupidest, most insignificant ability. Like, oh, the weird sister's poison for one night.
Not worth it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change.
Right.
I had to see how it played. That's one that I've been waiting, so I had to see how that played out. So I'll be changing that
I
one
think
up.
it's a good roll, Scott, for the record. But coming out right away and gunning for both of those kills before you're really sure who they are,
We
Yeah.
didn't.
not
Peter
the right way to
nominated
play it,
Lynn.
in my
Peter
opinion.
nominated Lynn. I was going to talk privately and ask if either one of you was okay dying. And Lynn was like, I'm not talking to you at all. And I'm like, I was going to ask if either one of you were okay dying before.
But then I said my defense, and you still chose to kill me anyway. It's for
Because it was a-
selfish reasons for
because-
your role.
no,
I think
Lynn,
your
it was an
role's more important
outsider.
than mine. I get it. I know how you are with
Lynn,
games.
It was an outsider. You're an outsider who was
You
poisoning
don't
people.
understand when you kill me, it takes a good townsfolk vote away. That's more detrimental than your ability.
Yeah,
That
his
is
vote got
all.
taken away.
But you would get people
Oh,
killed. Did you
Sarah's.
use the rest of your
Steven's
ability?
vote got taken
No.
away,
Oh,
and
Steve.
then it didn't matter though because he died.
Yeah, I
Oh.
wanted myself executed.
I
I
mean,
just at that
Jason,
point.
What would you have done if I came to you and told you I'm Hamlet and I'm holding the crown and you wanted to kill me in order to get your ability?
Oh, I wouldn't have then. If you were holding the crown, I would have said, no, that's a stupid kill. But
And
Lynn
this-
claimed an outsider
crown
that,
do again?
that kills people and poisons people.
I can run
If
this again
the
if
demon gets the crown,
people want.
half of the town gets poisoned.
Yeah, we know.
Candace.
Kwame asked.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, I asked.
Does anyone want to play again?